This video is intended for audiences who are 13 and over. If you are not 13 and over, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online.
All right, Tariq, something feels off.
Yeah, it feels like there's a disturbance. There's a disturbance in the sacred timeline.
Like we somehow we started all the way back.
Yeah.
Right.
The sacred timeline is
crazy.
Ruined.
We're watching this right now.
It is crazy.
This is something we should have been watching way earlier in the series, right? But we waited till now to finally start watching this, right? And boy, there is such a drastic difference, in the show's tone, or at least in Ichinose's actor's tone, right?
Yeah.
Right, in comparison to where he is right now in the show, right?
Well, it's also crazy because what's happening in this, honestly, is more entertaining than what was happening at the time that it came out.
Mm-hmm. Right? Look, man, it makes me wonder, like how much of this stuff, go back, because what is it? Because the whole, hey, Tariq, hey, look, it's Kamen Rider Gotchard versus Kamen Rider Legend.
Yeah.
It's Go DK, but it's not really DK.
Yeah,
you know it's just guy that ripped off DK.
But also, that guy that everybody knows, Kamen Rider Legend, oh yeah, Gotchard versus Legend. Get hyped, people. Who the fuck is Legend?
Yeah. Right, it's such crazy because Legend's design was leaked before we got Gotchard's design, if I remember correctly, or something
and people,
like that.
I do remember people saying that they implied from that Decade was showing up in this series, which, I mean, I guess technically speaking, that has come true with this because technically he does show up.
Right? Yeah. Right,
but
and people were wondering, I bet people were like, man, how the fuck is DK gonna play a part in Gotcha's fucking overall narrative storyline? And boy, he does not. Boy, he's only here for this OVA special,
and that's it. He just shows. I mean, it's also I don't know. There's stuff about anytime Decade shows up, it makes the entire Kamen Rider multiverse quiver. It's just it's just
it also just undermines all the casts.
He literally is the destroyer because he'll just show up and cause shit, cause problems, right? Just from a narrative standpoint.
Top billing too. Hey, whoa, hey, you either put me in the front of the building, or you put me with, like Samuel L. Jackson, Samuel L. Jackson does not need to get top building. That's why in every movie is always with Samuel L. Jackson, right?
Yeah.
Look, hey, look, you can put my name before. Look, I don't have, look, you can put Tom Holland's name first, yeah, that's fine, but at the end of the credit, you can put with me, so it was Tom Holland was with me, I wasn't with Tom Holland, right?
Yeah.
He was with me.
Yeah, you motherfuckers are absolutely know who I am before you know any of these other fuckers.
Right, yeah, right, so the whole, how, since, hey, look, we're recording this, episode 20 of Gotchard's been airing, right? There's a show has a total shift. We have gotten the poster for season 2 of Gotchard, right? Where they gave everyone a form, look, we said that Valvet wasn't gonna get a form, it was just gonna be a common senshi, right? And that's it.
Yeah, and then it's all of a sudden, and then this is gonna be the series, this is gonna be the season of Kamen Rider, especially for Reiwa, where not everybody becomes a fucking Kamen Rider.
Right, but that was the thing, in that poster that they revealed, for season 2. Look, you got Gotchard, Igniter, whatever the fuck was it?
Fucking Fire.
Is it Gotchard Fire?
It's Fire Gotchard.
Is that what it's called?
It's just called Fire Gotchard.
They should have just come Gotchard Igniter. That would have been.
I mean, that's what the thing is called. That's what the thing is called.
Man, I feel like they should have swapped someone in the department should have swapped those out before they sent that out. Honestly, think about that poster, you got Gotchard Fire, you got Gotchard Daybreak, you got Kamen Rider Majade, you got Kamen Rider Volvad, but who's that hiding in the corner?
Yeah, who's that way there in the back? Yeah, I mean, again, this is the thing, right? I feel like, if anything, maybe this was the point where they felt like they needed to start changing the, start tooling where Kamen Rider Gotchard was going, because this honestly isn't bad. It's insane, but it's not bad from you get introduced to this Kamen Rider, and it's like comparing this to, I guess, like the Tycoon meets Shinobi like one-off, where it's just like, oh yeah, we made up this Kamen, like technically we made up this Kamen Rider just to be like a tie-in thing. Technically they already had Shinobi as a thing, but like, hey, we're just gonna take this Kamen Rider, throw him into another Kamen Rider's world, have it be a one-off thing. It's just goofs and gaffs, and like oh yeah, Tycoon uses the ninja buckle, so of course he'd hang out with the ninja guy. Gotchard uses cards. How can we incorporate this without having to hire fucking what's his name, Masayuki Endo?
Masahiro Inoue?
Inoue, yeah.
I believe.
Yeah, without having to hire him.
Right.
Oh, we'll just make a new, like, Decade, that's, like, his whole thing is, it's the same thing, right? It's basically the same deal as Decade in all utility. But, like, oh yeah, so we can have him meet another card. We just did Ryuki, so we could use that card, base Kamen Rider, but let's use one that's got, like, more of a reference to, like, oh, we can celebrate all the Kamen Riders. Sure, we just did a fucking...
And we can merchandise, Sure,
right,
look,
we just did
these Riders cards,
We just did a whole season that was nothing but, like, legacy shit that was referential. But also... we can do it again. But... It's... All of a sudden, you're taken out of the Gotchard world of whatever the fuck I need to collect 101 trading cards that are scattered across the country or whatever. And it's now, hey, this is the world of, what the fuck is the place called?
Oh, man, wait, you know what this is? Is this the Palmon? Is this the Palmon world? Is that what Legend is, right?
I mean, he's definitely
Pal
World. He's definitely Pal World Decade. That is absolutely what this is.
I just realized it too. Wait on. This makes a lot of sense now. Wait on.
Yeah.
Hold on, we're going somewhere with this, right?
Yeah.
Look, everyone's talking about Palmon, where the fucking skull,
Yeah,
right?
that's not Kajiki, that's Butler.
Wait, it's good. Man. Boy, hey, yeah. So, hey, look, Ichino's... Hey, look, don't you forget that Ichino's whole entire bit is that he cooks, or he makes these cool, crazy dishes, right?
Yeah.
That's his thing.
Never forget that he is the Soma Yukihira of Kamen Riders. Even, he's always cooking, that thing that chemists do, I guess.
Right? Yeah, Kajiki's still here. He's doing his
about his shit.
He's doing his thing.
And then all of a sudden, a spooky thing.
What crazy photo?
Yeah, and then a spooky. What was it called? Was there a name for the gates that Decade used?
Oh no, nope. It is So that is what I found out when I was reading behind the scenes about this. So the weird, stupid mirror fucking effect, that's always been a thing since Decade, has never been named within the show or any televised media, okay?
Okay.
Alright, keep that in mind. That's a key word, okay?
Televised, okay.
Alright? It only has ever been given a name in a fucking stupid, light novel.
I thought you were going to say a stage show. Jesus Christ.
Oh. No. That's the thing. Stage shows are so televised. You could buy the DVDs of those,
I guess that's true.
Right?
Okay.
I think these are called, like, Aurora Curtains or something like that.
So, because he says the Aurora Curtains, like, when Butler's giving, like, the background explanation of everything, he says the Aurora Curtain system, and I thought that was just talking about, like, the big fucking tower of light, that's shooting shit, like, into the sky, the big golden tower that, like, Quartz, I'm just gonna call him Quartz, I'm not saying his whole fucking three-name shit, that, like, Quartz set up, but then I started to think about it. I'm like, wait, is that what this is called? Is it called an aurora curtain? Because I always just thought of it.
Yeah,
I thought it was.
I found out. Yeah,
I thought it was supposed to be like when you're developing film, right? And you have to like submerge the photograph in the thing, like the mercury. I mean, I don't think you do it in mercury, but
yeah.
But like that's what I thought it was all the time.
Right. Yeah, I found out that this thing has never been named. Oh, so in this Gotchard legend bullshit, this is the first time it has been known to anyone who only consume televised media.
Yeah.
Right? That this is what it's called. This thing has only ever been named in the stupid light novel bullshit. You know.
And so this is
right?
technically the first time that they've made it canon to actually call it that.
Yeah.
I mean,
right.
Sure.
Yeah. Exactly. There you go. Look, it's the Aurora curtains, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Ichinose is.
Yeah, his butler is
taken
away.
away.
It's not Kajiki.
It's not Kajiki. It's Butler. Yeah, it's a different design. You can't sue us. This is
Halo public domain.
Yeah.
Right.
He has no glasses and he wears a suit and his hair is tied back. It's totally different. But he does still eat out of.
I was insane when I saw this. When I saw it, I was like, man, who the fuck is this guy? And then it was like, wait, it's just Kaji. I was like, wait, holy shit.
And then also he just eats his
fucking messed up hair.
He literally just eats from his fucking spoon, like just that, which is such a weird thing, like. Because he basically saw this boy teleport through spoon first and went, ooh, food! And just put it in his mouth.
Look, did they just like a Dobby switcher? Like, ooh, master has given me food, right?
I think it's more of a thing of Kajiki is going to be Kajiki across all timelines. He's the one constant in all the times. He will always be that way. It's just that this one happens to own a tux and work.
And has and it has a job.
Yeah.
Right?
Speaking of having a job, and Master gave me food. We are finally introduced to Ho-Oh Kaguya Quartz, the titular Kamen Rider legend. Who, I get it, right? He's supposed to be wealthy and. He's all about opulence and gold and jewels and shit. We didn't have to start him off naked in the bathtub. We didn't have to start with a naked bathtub outside in the middle of there, and he gets out. And
look! That's how he takes a bath. He takes a bath in his gemstones.
Also, yeah.
Right?
Okay. So I was gonna ask, where do you think the gemstones? Do you think he had them just like in the water with him, or is he just got like a condition where gems just fall out of his body? Because it really seems like he is shedding gems this entire, like in these entire fucking every one of these fucking things.
Man, look, that was the thing. I thought it was a bit, where he keeps like a bunch of gems in his pockets. Right?
Yeah.
And every now and then, who sneakily take them out when no one's looking to make it look like he's shedding gems, right?
Yeah.
But I thought you were gonna ask, does he get into the bath with water first, or do they put the gems?
But yeah, I can't tell if he's. But it seems like he's making gems. He is somehow through whatever property of his body, like kidney stones, they are just falling out.
Mm-hmm.
It just reminds me of this video. Nope, that's not what I wanted to post. Oop.
Hold
on, I gotta.
Okay.
It's da 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 da. There, yeah, this. I just. All I could think of is the fucking dude, the guy barfing out or pretending to like cough up a bunch of rocks after he swallowed them. I just want to imagine that he's like a bird just swallowing rocks so that he keeps balance and it helps crush up the food inside of him.
Yeah, but he called Gotchard a fucking loser,
yeah,
which I think is great.
He also says okay, he first of all he says you're not as at all as gorgeous as you should be, but after we get the whole backstory introduction, which I will say I do want to say some stuff about it because there's some fucking amazing things in this. He specifically says, unlike Saber and Geets, you're not that gorgeous of a Reiwa rider. He specifically says, among Reiwa even, you suck. Specifically Reiwa. Even Saber, he's like, you could be doing better. But I do want to get fucking. I do want to go over the.
Oh, wait, also, I like how Icha is taking this very well. You know,
I wouldn't say he's taking it that well. He was pretty hesitant before until Butler gave him the VR lenses that let him see. Because they've worked this up in PowerPoint, I guess, the night before, so that they can before they started gathering Kamen Rider cards, so that they could always just break it down for them as they came in, because it was easier than explaining it.
Yeah. Right.
But in that background explanation, so there's your aura current system, whatever, right? The fucking monsters that are swinging through the city just look like Bionicles. I don't know if you saw that. I just went, those are fucking that's Pal World Bionicle. Like, this is Heroes Factory, not Bionicle.
What the fuck? Are these? Are these reused from something, or are these new?
I think they're new. I think they're new. The 100 are new, like...
I feel like I know 100. Hundreds are definitely new. That's something that's never... Right, but I was thinking about, like, are they reused props? You know,
I don't think there's any reused assets to these giant Bionicle.
100 grunts later, and I was looking at that, and I was like, have they used these before?
I don't think so. I think they are a brand new... I'm just gonna point out,
man.
I like the 100 grunts a lot better than the fucking Malgums. Some of the Malgums are okay.
Man, do you think this is where all the money went, you know, right? Going back to what they're saying about, hey, look, we're trying to cut costs, but we're going to spend all this money to create these things like this fucking, for these 2-episode side media piece, you know?
I feel like they told them, I feel like they said that they were...
If you go to the Toei Tokusatsu fan,
I feel like they must have been saying, like, we're cutting, I mean, we're trying to not spend as much, was a way to try and stop them from doing as much side shit as they've been doing. And someone said, yeah, so we can still do, like, 2, right? And they're like, I guess if you keep it under 15 minutes, and they're like, bet. And then they went and fucking ape shit with it. And literally made a character that was all about just not giving a fuck with your money. Like, using all your money to spend...
I mean, at least all they had to do, technically, I mean, to be fair, at least this rider is a recycle rider, you know. So I
mean, he's a recycled rider that recycles other riders.
Right? They show it to management. Like, yeah, this is the rider design. It's just a gold DK, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. There's nothing.
They approved the budget.
Yeah, but it's, I don't know, man. There's some fucking wild shit that happens with this.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So anyway, this is the world of Quartz. This is Quartz's world, Ho or whatever.
Yeah, this is not over Quartz, you know.
No. It's not over Quartz, and that's important. That's an important thing that may come into play, and may have given me absolute existential dread the minute I saw something.
Yeah.
But anyway, they're conveniently interrupted from their talk about how the 100 is an evil organization that's attacking the world by having 100, the evil organization, attack the world, and then they go, all right, I'll let you out of your cage, boy. Let's go. Let me go show you.
But check out my cool. Let me check out my cool Pokemon card collection. Real
yeah,
quick,
I'm gonna. You can look at all my cards, but you can't take any. You can borrow them. I'm not trading. These aren't Chemi cards. They're different.
Yeah, look, I've stolen your concept and I made it cooler, you know. I put stuff that people will want to collect. I don't know why you guys just didn't start with Rider Kenny cards, you know.
Yeah, I also
off that.
Why would it's also like they also took because this is technically not decayed. They gave him his own belt even, and that belt uses the card system I would argue almost better than Gotchard does. I think the Dread Driver might be, like, pretty good, like, is also pretty good, but the Gotchard Driver...
I mean, just going back to the back. Right. Mm-hmm.
I was just gonna say, like, because the Dread Driver has a slot, technically has 2 slots, but 1 slot for the transformation and 1 slot for the attacks where it turns into a paper shredder. This is one where he just slides it into the 1 slot. It has only 1 slot, and it opens up like a fucking the gates of heaven and, like, does its whole, like, sound. It's instantly more compact and more, like, of a unique design, like an actual remarkable design than the box that we get from the Gotchard Driver.
Right. Also, they fucking put the DK spin driver mechanic on that thing. That thing was so fucking funny. You know, right? That they did that. You know, the problem with this driver, every time I look, it keeps reminding me of the Beast Driver. I did have that issue too, because I was like, oh, hey, it opens up, and then it's not just the colors, it's, the fact that it, like, opens up like that, I went, oh, yeah, that's just the Beast Driver. But it looks good. I like the fact that they actually use clear like translucent plastic for this. Like, it's wet, like the coloring. It's harder to fuck up with black and gold, right? But, like, it's a well-designed, simplistic driver that is also, like, memorable in its design, even if it does confuse. It is very easy to confuse with a fucking Beast Driver. Yeah. I know. I like this driver. What's it? Going to the fact that if you think about it, within Gotchard the show, there's technically only 3 drivers that exist, right? You got the Gotchard driver, you got the Dread driver, and you now have the Legend driver, right? Because every other driver,
all the other drivers are just the same. Are just the Gotchard driver with extra shit on them. Yeah.
Yeah, right. And people were wondering, man, they really put all their they were definitely trying to save.
It also doesn't help. Jesus Christ. I just realized that because we knew, at this point, because we now know, if we had filmed this if we recorded this when this came out, we wouldn't know these things, but we now know that the, like, Gotch Excalibur, like, the Gotch Excalibur, right, was supposed to be a way for him to be, like, super Gotchard, and he puts one of the Chemi, like, level 10 Chemis in there, and it's a whole thing, whatever, right? But it's been immediately sidetracked for the Gotchard Igniter. And the Gotchard Igniter, we've seen, is just the same thing that the quote-unquote Valva driver, or whatever the fuck they're calling it, it's just the same thing with a different switch flipped. And it's like...
Yeah.
So, it's really not even that, like, there's, like, even among the quote-unquote, like, of the Gotchard, like, add-on drivers, 2 of them are just for one character, and the one for one of the other characters is the same one that the other character already has.
Now, the fact that the Gotchard driver, the Legend is more unique within our own, the main show's protagonist is crazy, you know, right? Like, this is a sidekick that only appears in a fucking OVA special. That if you do not go on the Toei Tokusatsu fan club, you're not ever gonna fucking notice, right? Like, or at least until whenever they actually decide to incorporate him into the main show, which I think is going to be insane. I assume they're going to address this. Right?
I'm so curious.
He's not just going to show and be like, I am Kamen Rider Legend.
Okay,
and everyone's like, okay,
so here's
this, right?
here's my theory on how he winds up in the show, right? So, all right, let me cook.
Right.
Legend has the Aurora Curtain system. He's able to traverse through worlds. His belt looks like the gates of heaven opening up, and then he lets, and that's how he lets other Kamen Riders, or at least the powers of other Kamen Riders, like, come through. There's some kind of fucking virtual simulation of them or whatever. Garyon or whatever is trying to open the door of darkness. He's trying to collect it.
Okay.
So maybe at some point Garyon is able to collect all 101 of Gotchard's numbers, right? Of his number cards, and then he opens up the door of darkness, and then who walks through the door of darkness? Kamen Rider Legend.
He is gold too, you know,
Yeah.
right? Garyon looks like the color gold. This guy is gold, you know.
Yeah.
Right?
Also,
hey.
Legend fucks, he kicks ass, and also he's got a cool little toy motorcycle gun. I love this thing, and I want it. I want it to be...
I mean, isn't this just the fucking gun from Drive?
Oh my god, fuck. Oh, that... No, it had a different... It was like a bigger thing, wasn't it? Wasn't it like a big old thing, like with a blade to it or something?
Was it? It's been a while. I don't.
Wait.
That was the thing, right? That was the problem with so far with like all of his bits are just recycled bits, right? When I saw him with his gun, I was like, man.
We're talking about the mock gun, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah,
I'm looking. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, so it's it's different. Like here, I'll just share a picture of it. Let's see. So this is the Zenrin shooter, right?
Okay, that's what I thought it was looking like.
Yeah,
yep.
That's what that looks like. And I mean, if you have it pulled up, you can see it. But like,
I have it pulled up. Yep,
yeah,
I do see
Legend's
it.
gun is like a cool little. It's a cool little. It has a little motorcycle wheel that's further ahead, like it's much smaller, and it also has like side parts, I guess. It has there's no chance of it ever like being a motorcycle, but it's just such a funny little like gun with also an attachment for like, you know what it reminds me of? Especially when he summoned all the riders that he did, it just made me think that it just made me think of fucking the like Uno automated like shooter card thing. You know that like where it's like that big old hunk of plastic that they tried to sell, like, hey, what if there was an Uno game where it just randomly shot shit at you sometimes? That's what it makes me think of. It's just so funny.
Yeah. Hey, Legend suit looks pretty good. I like the suit, you know, right? This suit fucks, you know?
Yeah.
This suit is really good. For a repainted suit, they did a good job.
I mean, a repainted suit with some shit added on. With some shit added on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Honestly...
They made it look very good.
Honestly, it probably would have been better if this had been used as the fucking super form that Decade got in the 7... The Zeo and the 7 or the 7 Zeos.
You don't like the cape?
The cape made of trading cards? No, I really don't. And also, it would make more sense, honestly, because you'd have like Zeo's like final form, which is all golden. That's the other thing that I've just remembered that the driver reminded me of. It reminded me of Zeo's like final ride watch, the one that has like all the little rider faces on it and splits into like a bunch of little circles. Yeah. It also reminded me of that. But I'm just saying, it feels like a more regal competitor to like Oma Zeo than what we actually got, which was Decade with a giant helmet.
Connections were going on, you know.
I mean, it's a lot of things where we go, man, this could have been a lot better. Or things, we could have used this in a different way, and somehow, this is what we're getting, and it's very strange. But yeah, hey, also, did you notice that, when he summons, Kaiza, it says Fai's Rider, which implies to me that the Rider cards just say it based off of what series they came from, and that he has access to the... But that also means that he has access to every Kamen Rider from each series, which would imply that he has all of the Ryuki Riders. He has
because
all of the Fai's.
We do see the secondary Rider card on his table. You know, when
But do you think he only has the secondary riders, or do you think it's something like? Do you think? Okay, let me put it this way. Do you think it's like what's the George Karizaki song where he just lists the primary and secondary riders? Or do you think it's something where he has like a whole? It's not just the two riders; it's a whole archetype worth of like fucking Ryuki riders and Gaim riders, like all the ones where there's just a shit ton of riders. Like, do you think he just has all of them there? Does he have? Does he know all?
Kamen Rider 15?
Does he know who all? Does he know the riders that killed Buffa's friend in Geats because he has the cards for them? Like, I'm just
he has to get their card because he did say that these writers gave them their power to be.
I don't believe that. Also,
I don't know how to fuck.
I don't believe that for a fucking second. I think that he took them from the corpses.
It's a dead.
I mean, some of them are dead. Yeah, some of them are straight up. I mean, to be fair, not only are some of them straight up dead, some of them have multiple users. Right? Like when they said Fi's Rider, I was like, you know. I forgot that the Fi's, like, the Fi's belts passed users, like, a lot of times. And it's like... Mm-hmm. So it's not like you're summoning a specific person, right? You're just summoning the power as a corporeal form. Which tells me that, like, he just fucking stole some shit. Like, just fucking took the belts off the dead corpses, or whatever the fuck.
Mm-hmm. He just took it without their permission. You know, he's like he had them sign a contract, and he didn't let them read the contract. You know, right?
Yeah. But
yeah.
Quartz, Legend.
Look, here's a bunch of writers.
Yeah, Legend is the king of gang tactics because he's able to summon his own gang whenever he wants.
Yeah. And of course, Ishiro doesn't know who the fuck these characters are.
Well, that's what we have Butler here for. Butler, oh my god, I just realized, fuck. Butler is Waz.
Oh, is he supposed to be Waz? Is that what he's supposed to be?
He basically is. He literally said, behold, and then, instead of, like, rejoice or whatever, and then he just walked through and gave us an introduction of each one of them that he just summoned. And, he's there to be he is the Pokedex of Kamen Rider, or at least of Kamen Rider Legend. Going, this is, like, what's happening.
Oh, that's fucking great. He's just a fucking hype man. Yeah.
If and when Legend actually shows up in Gotchard, I hope that Butler comes with him. I hope that Butler meets Kajiki and goes, what the fuck is a Kajiki?
Man, who is this fucking loser? I would never be this sad and pathetic.
Yeah,
you know, right?
I actually have a job.
Like, if I'm gonna be sad and pathetic, I'm gonna at least lick some boots, you know.
Who's this insane conspiracy theorist guy with like mental brain damage and holes in his head?
Alright, yeah. Hey, look. Oh yeah, hey, look. Hey. Here's Gotchard's fucking legend form bullshit. You know, something that normally only appears in the arcade game. It's fine. It's whatever. You know.
I think it's I mean, okay. Here's my problem, and it's the problem that I had with ZO, and it's specifically to when they try to do references to Fi's, the fucking cell phone. I don't. There's gotta be another way to.
Oh, what do you mean? To make a reference, you know?
I'm just saying, there's gotta be another way to make a reference to Fi's without putting an entire Nokia brick phone, like flip phone.
Is this not a repaint of the Fi's armor?
I think it was bigger. I think it was bigger. I'm gonna look, but that's my problem, right? Is like, it's got this big, like, cell phone shoulder piece is stupid.
It's stupid. It's stupid, you know, right? This thing is...
Yeah, okay. I guess it is. I mean, it's...
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
It is definitely...
Yeah, it's definitely... Yeah, that is totally a repaint. They just took the shoulder piece off of Geats. Okay. Or off Gates, whatever. Fuck.
Yeah, and they repainted it gold.
Yeah. I didn't like it then. I don't like it now. It's really fucking stupid.
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, look.
If it was just... Also that the fucking, like, helmet, like, design, like, the horn design looks like it's from, when revise Kuga form. Like, it looks like they like it looks more like it has Kuga references with the fucking helmet than it does to Fai's. It's just the fucking like little cell phone thing. I'm cool with the Kabuto leg with like a beetle hump in his leg. That's fine, whatever.
Look, but no, look. He has the pinstripe. He has the
I guess
the
that's
stripes,
true.
You know?
The pinstripe.
He has the 5 stripes.
Hey, if he has the pinstripe, we didn't need to give him the fucking cell phone shoulder. We didn't. Stop reminding me of Zio. I don't want to be reminded of Zio. We've moved past this.
Oh man, they cannot get over Zio.
Yeah.
Right? Man, Zio is never leaving, To be fair, Zio made so much money, that Toei cannot actually afford to not reference
Well, that's
Zio
because
anymore, right?
that's because Decade 2 made so much money. And also on that note, it is cool that like the legend cards do show up more like Decade's attack ride combos with like borrowing the something inspired from it and then like copying the finishing.
30.2 billion yen.
Jesus
is how
Christ.
much Zio's grand total.
Jesus Christ.
I'll let you know, no cover has even come close to it.
What do you think it was? Is that in toy sales?
Yep.
For the ride watches, I guess? You showed me this
ride
before.
Watches,
I guess so. Yeah, that's...
And to be fair, the ride watches are pretty cool. They were a pretty cool trinket. You can rotate them to show the rider's face, and that was it.
I wonder what Geetz's numbers are going to be when they come out.
I think it's alright. Hold on. I think this is an old sheet. Let me see if I can find a more updated sheet of this.
Anyway, Legend shows his ability
here's
to...
Q4.
Okay. Legend shows the ability to copy... That he can also not just summon the riders, he can copy the riders, so he becomes Den-O and hits them with a fucking train.
Yeah.
Which I think is great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Look, he gets a gold stripe. And he gets like the gold.
Yeah, it's additive.
Sash.
They didn't have to. They made it in a very smart way where they didn't have to change. Like for Decade, when he copied him, it just kept the Decade driver. But for Legend, he keeps the Legend driver, and then they throw like a golden thing, like a golden sash on top of him, and then just adds like that side skirt piece and a little gold stripe in the middle, and you're done. Call it a day. It's good. They don't have to change fucking shit.
It's real funny. It's real funny how this thing looks. Because there are scenes where you look like you can literally tell they literally just take this on. The sash.
Yeah, when you see well, Den-O might be one of the worst ones to put a sash on because of the blocky like chest piece. I'll be curious to see if we get other forms that he copies, what it looks like on like less bulky riders.
No, the side profile is outrageous. Like,
you can absolutely see where it separates. Yeah,
there are gaps. There are just straight up gaps.
They put some Elmer's glue on it, and it's just holding there.
Right? They did their best. They're like, all right. I bet they told the Bruce, all right, I put the sash on, just don't film this from the side, okay? Yeah. You can see it,
I am not
from the front or the back, it looks really good. But don't ever film this.
What if it's just because they have to put on all these suits and they probably don't want it to like they don't want to fully like commit to adhering it. Do you think that it's just like one of those like wall paint safe like Velcro strips that you can put on?
It has to be. It has, because I feel like there's a way they're gonna make a new fucking suit just for Legend.
Yeah, because they're not gonna. They don't want to ruin the suit by like fucking gluing it in or like melding it in too much. So they must just like have
some of these suits are so fucking old.
Yeah,
right? To the point where they can't. I don't think Toei can even afford to make new suits of that anymore. Right?
Yeah.
Because I know the Blade suit has been reused. They have not updated the Blade suit. That Blade suit is fucking tearing apart.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes, right? That's why you ever rewatch, look at Blade, you can tell how, or everything they reused the Blade suit in modern, in newer, you can see that suit is just crackling.
Yeah, it is.
Right?
It is holding
like,
on for its motherfucking life.
Right, they're just duct taping it every single time they take it out of storage, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, look, yeah, here's Goatee Cade. You know, he beats the shit and he takes back the jar from Ichido. Says,
I still don't think that you get to have a driver. And then we get to the thing that triggered me the most, which was lurking in the background, watching things happen. Somebody holding something round in his hand, and I couldn't fucking believe that we were doing this. If this motherfucker, this motherfucker right here, I swear to God, if he gets fucking involved in, if he comes to with Legend and shows up in Gotchard, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Hey, you know what? Hey, that's a great story, you know, right? To be told, right?
Yeah.
We should write it down in our books. You know, right?
Mm-hmm.
I looked it up. I was really curious. Do you know who this is, by the way?
Wait. No? Tell me it's not
This
Garion's
is Storius.
What?
No, it is Storius.
Wait, what? Hold on. What? Just what, with a fucking, he let his hair, what the fuck? What the fuck? He looks like Ezra Miller.
They let him grow his beard.
He looks like Ezra Miller. What the fuck? What the fuck?
You know, it look, a lot changed in 2 years, you know, since he's been gone, you know, right?
That's also so weird because that means that, like, for a special that is, or pair of specials that are supposed to be referential to past Kamen Riders, the fact that they used an already past Kamen Rider villain as a different new villain, even though he literally was.
I mean that's been done before, you know. They like to reuse actors, right?
Yeah,
you know,
but not usually
right?
to be a completely different, like sometimes they'll bring them back and use them as a reference to it, but like I can't think of, okay, let me put it this way. Yes, that's happened before. It's usually been less than 3 years since they've shown up in the, you know, been on screen in a Kamen Rider thing. That's my thing, right? It's been, Saber was, 3 years ago, right? So, and then he just was, I guess, loitering around the studio, and they just went, "Hey, you want a job?"
Boy needed someone.
Yeah.
Look, you want to come in, you know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I think it's more funny this fucking story's actor, you know, right? That shows up. Yeah, hey, and then like you said, what's that mysterious thing he's holding in his hand? This circular thing, you know, right?
Yeah.
What's that all about?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Man, what a crazy two-parter this thing ends up being, you know, right? I cannot get over it in any aspect, you know, right? Look.
I just realized something. Okay.
All right. So is this Kamen Rider ZO2 or Kamen Rider DK3 now? Right, that's the thing.
I think it's DK3 because technically we haven't literally seen ZO. We are about to go see Decade. So gotta give it to Decade on this one.
Right. You know, right? Look. He needs to make back that. Look, he needs that 10,000 yen somehow. You know, right? Yeah. Right. Is that it? Oh, we're done with this.
Yeah.
All right. That's this video. All right. Keith, thanks. Bye.